will be in good shape. That's Roger. How much you going to be needing? This is 224. We'll take it all night long if you can give it. How much can you give on? That's Roger.
Here's Limo.
What's up, everybody? This is episode 10 of Talk, the last edition of Bad Blood. With me tonight is Rob Walkender.
How's it going, everybody?
And I'm Liam Walker, aka Big Bay, or Limo, to the the Black Shirts crowd.
It's Limo's black shirts.
There we go, yeah. Alright, so we got off just this past weekend from Bad Blood. To me, it was an awesome weekend. Great event. Hopefully everybody on Black Shirts had a lot of fun. I know I did. I would say the cadre did.
Oh, it was a blast.
Yeah, like everything, the whole day was great. Usually Bad Blood is a shit show, and I'm not going to say it wasn't, but
it could have gone a lot worse.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. It was probably the most fun I had at a Bad Blood, and that's from after being like an embed and to just a player.
I'd say the same. It's been like 2017 I think was the last year I went, and like those two, they were shit shows. I had cadre leaving on two separate teams I was on. It was not a good time. This, even though I was part of the cadre, was the most fun I had at a Bad Blood.
Yeah, same. Like, I thought it was going to be really stressful running the actual, like, faction. And it wasn't. Like, once we got rolling, and I think doing the work ahead of time kind of helped out, even though the units fell apart in a way. But, like, make sure everybody knew who to talk to and answer to. Mm-hmm. It worked out. And everyone, overall, like, just followed orders and stuck with the horde. I saw a few guys run off into the ether.
The only two that I saw come back were like the snipers in the ghillie suits, which I'm surprised you guys were out there at the end still, because most people in those ghillie suits overheat real quick.
Yeah. So, yeah, I said it all day, even after the first firefight we got into, that I was impressed and I was happy with what everyone was doing. Mm-hmm. I had no complaints. I thought everyone did their job, and I didn't have to kill anybody, as per the rules.
True.
As per the one rule.
Yeah, everybody fights, nobody retreats.
No.
No.
Everybody fights, no one quits. If you don't do your job, I'll kill you myself. That's the rule.
Next year I'll let you shoot somebody.
Yeah. But I didn't have to. I mean, everyone did great. The cadre did great. The guys that came with us as like friends, you know, the other guys in Jersey that weren't necessarily cadre, they pretty much took on the role as cadre. They helped out. So
yeah, and everybody seemed to be looking to them for leadership to begin with. It's like, oh, follow the guys in the jerseys.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was fucking awesome. So if you haven't seen the scores yet, we actually did not win. Deus Ex won with 6 after a tiebreaker of 5 with the Marxist. So when I said in my little after-game spiel that we were right there, we were chasing two of the other stamps, and we got those, we would have been right there. We would have been close.
We were like this close to a couple of them.
Yeah, we had 3 stamps, and I want to give credit to whoever got that CO stamp. I don't know who it was. It was one of these stamp collectors. If it was you, make yourself known to me, because I got to give you some kind of award next year, because that was fucking awesome, and it was not expected. I thought we were ending the game with only 2. So thank you for that. Great job. But like Wiki was saying, we had a Pyrrhic victory. Yeah. I think because, honestly, we got to Matt first, and at that time, by the time we got to him and we recovered him, 3 factions were coming down on top of us. So, like, let's say, I wouldn't say it was a full 750 people, you know, minus our, but let's say
100 a faction at that point.
Yeah, so let's say 300 to 400 people were raining down on us trying to get the VIP, which was Evike Matt. We decided that we were just going to deny everybody the point and defend, you know, hold our ground and defend our area and keep him from getting into the clutches of the other factions.
Yeah.
We were successful with that. We held them off for a good half an hour. I mean, grenades were landing close. Like they were getting thrown in our lines through the pine tree. So the enemy was close. We just dug in and held them off, which was one of the cooler airsoft moments. I can't believe I'm saying it from a Bad Blood that it happened, but
yeah,
it was really cool.
everybody got online and held their ground.
Yeah, everyone kind of found. Yeah, everyone found like a dead log or a tree and just hung out and just like people were running out of ammo. It was crazy. It got crazy.
Where they found their friend behind the tree.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, like even down to that stuff. Every objective we set forth, we just like a giant horde just went through and took every single, like we took Rapunzel's tower. We even took the castle. I don't know if everyone's satisfied with the castle action that we got, but we did take that. The toughest part for us was down in the southeast, which I knew was going to be, and that's why, if you guys notice early on in the game, I wanted us to push across that open field, knowing that it was going to be the toughest area because I wanted to do that right in the beginning, get it over with. And ironically, we would have found a third and fourth stamp if we stuck with it, but then we started getting bogged down. We were bogged down for about an hour when we decided to red rag and then move back up towards the north and come around the other way. And we just got unlucky there because then it just happened that all three of the other factions were now surrounded us, and again in that southern jungle we were just surrounded. We couldn't move, so then we had the red rag again. By the time that happened, we had intel that one of the igloo coolers, which is the stamp box, was in the castle. So then we pushed towards the castle. Then we heard it was in the tower, so we pushed towards the tower, which we both captured. But the intel wasn't the best. It turned out to be some guy's lunch in the castle. So
you might have gotten a free meal out of it. That's about it.
Yeah. But it is what it is. We were close. Like if we kept them pushing through that one southern field where the town where the Titman town was.
Yeah.
There was a stamp in there. We could have gotten it.
We had Deus Ex at that point starting to roll up on our flank.
Yeah.
We would have only gotten so much further.
So I guess you can say we played it a little safe, maybe too safe. I don't know. But anytime we got into contact, we were intense. We did pretty much steamroll anybody we came across. I don't know. We
got unlucky.
We got unlucky. I can't fault anybody for lack of effort because we put it in there. We put in work, and we
and the fact too, trying to get up that hill before we red ragged up it too.
Remember, like it was twice because then it got called a ceasefire in the middle of that assault, so we all backed down. So it actually probably was 3 times we had to go up that hill. So
and nobody quit on that.
Yeah,
which was great. To be fair though, the guy that was up there, that was the heat cast they had to pull.
I know. So again, I think it was just a lot of lack of luck on our side.
Wrong place, wrong time.
And yeah, I can't really fault anybody. Everyone did their job and did it well. We were not any heat casualties. Of all the people there, all the 1,000 people there, as far as I know, none of the black shirts were heat casualties, so that means everyone was hydrated. Everyone came prepared, which is awesome. A few guys didn't have the correct uniform fully, but we allowed them. Like they had black shirts, but different color pants. Just remember next year, guys, fully black. Black pants, black shirt, black top, or black head cover.
It does suck in the sun, but that's why you fight for the shade.
Yeah. The other big thing that I came out with it was that no one complained about the black shirts, and I know in the past the black shirts were one of the most complained about teams, and this is even coming from an embed on the other side. I didn't hear anything bad about us, and that's something prideful you can take. We did play with honor, and that goes a long way with me. Even at the end, even to the end of the game with Matt, he was out, he was dead. So I was like, nope, it's 5 minutes. I gotta wait 5 minutes before I can get the intel, which might have delayed. Maybe that 5 minutes would have made a difference. But I was like, you know what? No, we're playing by the rules. We're playing with honor, and that goes a long way with me. So everyone doing that, like, thank you, appreciate it.
No, everybody did a stand-up job. It was actually fantastic. It was more than I would say both of us probably expected out of any bad blood at all.
Yeah. I'll start with improves for next year, and I only have one major one, and that's the situational awareness when we're stopped. Like we let Mark Sirens come right walking into our CP essentially and stab a few guys before he got killed, but we were close to losing the stamp, or at least giving our CO stamp away. That shouldn't happen, and I said that from the beginning. I said that on a few of the Discord calls, like, shoot anybody who walks through our lines from the other team that doesn't have a red rag on.
It sucks too, because he walked up to me and stabbed me as I was dead going back to our noodle, which was and he came up to me friendly. I'm like, hey, how's it going? He's like, what's going on? I'm like, it's just good to be alive. He's like, nope. I went, well, fuck, I'm already dead. I can't say shit.
Yep. Well, I yelled hit.
I couldn't. I was already dead.
Yeah.
So technically I couldn't say anything. And then
you were dead.
I was already dead going back to our respawn noodle.
Gotcha. I mean, then people kind of realized this, so they were a little, like, safety kill, because it was a cluster of us.
It was like 40 guns just going to bear down on one dude.
Yeah.
Like, as much as, like, you would have been in the right just to zap him, at the same time, nobody wanted to be that asshole to light a guy up within 5 feet with half a mag.
Right. So yeah, I mean, that's the major one. That's something we can improve on next year. We'll stress it a little more. But sustains, like, I want to sustain everything. I want to basically sustain everything we did this year and keep it going, and maybe with a little more experience going into it next year, we'll do a better job and maybe get the W. To me, the W isn't the most important thing from Bad Blood. It's just running a good operation, playing fairly, and being the better team in terms of, like, our disposition and just our playing by the rules. So, and we did that. So we can be the best team that way. And I appreciate everyone who did that this weekend.
Yeah, even when we had that little altercation, like, all the players.
No, everyone. Yeah,
no, like, all the players stayed calm, and, like, they didn't. There were a couple instances of shouting, but then it, like, got quelled pretty quick.
Yeah.
Either by cadre or by other players. It's like, no, we knew not to get into any bullshit with that. So everybody did really good on that stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, other than that on my notes, that's all I really got. Like I said, guys, Black Shirts, I'm proud of you guys. Hopefully I'm invited back for next year. We got a few more cadre additions that want to come in after they saw, like, all the pictures of, like, oh, this looked awesome. So we'll have more guys in our cadre, and maybe we'll get organized a little earlier. Hopefully everyone comes back. Hopefully anybody who's new, who just came on because they didn't have a ticket for another side, stays with us. You guys are awesome. And, I appreciate everything you guys did. So,
fantastic job, guys.
All right, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to get more stuff on Broken Arrow events, because that's what we'll be doing for the rest of the year. We have a big event coming up called Snake Beater, which will be a little more immersive, a little more interactive with role players and Op4 than Bad Blood was. It's called Snake Beater Redux. It'll be basically Labor Day weekend. That's September 3rd to the 4th. It's an overnighter. We have an event August 20th at Zulu called Insurrection. That's just a straight green versus tan slugfest. And then we have our big immersive event, Junction City 2, which is Vietnam era, set in 1967. You need to be 100% with gear. So if you're interested in that, you still have time to get your gear in order. Contact me and I'll help you out. That's going to be August 4th to the 7th, but we'll be up there as early as July 30th. All right, so that's all I got. I'm Liam Wachter, a.k.a. Limo/Big Bay.
I'm Robert Wygander, a.k.a. Wiki.
Have a good one, guys.
Take care, guys.
2-4, we'll take it all night long if you can give it. How much can you give on? S995.